A remedy for virtue. This concerns a young woman called Jasha, which means in Hebrew upright and righteous. Each day she reads from the Gospel of the Virtuous, and the poem starts with today's reading. A jealous God, I am a jealous God. Because of that I'll smite you with my rod. I'll take the seas again and mix the rains, drown all mankind, expunging all his stains. The only ground I'll leave for you and yours will be a hilltop just above the roars of stirring floods. This ground will go hereby the name of moral, with the name of high. The few who clamber to its sweet green shore and gasp for rescue, with voices that deplore the woes that suffered those who almost died, will know what it is to be justified. For they alone now enter the elect, a band Jehovah's thunder will protect. Just when they thought that they could sink no lower, they find themselves decreed the latest Noah. Reciting Jasha closed the Gospel book, the one that each day she in duty took as guiding text, before the daily war for which she braced. In her mind's eye she saw some righteous falling from the grassy mound, and desperate damp souls clawing at the ground. She knew the saved were numbered. Each one strayed, or each shut out, could guarantee she stayed. She knew a zero sum of rectitude meant every loss her gain, and fortitude with nails and elbows, bitterness required, to win the competition that had tired those swallowed by the breakers. And the route to her success lay with the destitute in real worlds, those she found in towns, on streets, homed in on, those adjudged that life defeats. The sick, the black, the female, the oppressed, all served her calculation, doubtless best. To win the hilltop strife she must compete, sustain her virtue's show, avoid defeat. The poor provided prospects by allowing means to baffle and be seen, by endowing her with credentials of heroic sheen, a sword fine burnished with a breastplate clean. And so can be explained her burning need, vampiric appetites that wished to feed on suffering, opportunities it gave, and pain, the thing designed to make her rave. This selfish urge could even see her boast of selflessness, so deep was she engrossed in routing island dwellers, seeking rest on pristine land kept dry just for the blessed. The mistake. The one thing she had judged exactly right is how much moral matters will excite the human breed, for morals do define our separation from untroubled swine and beasts in general, those who worry less and seldom seem, at pasture, to depress themselves for spotless reputation's sake. And yet she erred and made a sad mistake, espousing testaments so dry and old, the ones that painted worlds as cruel and cold. One wonders where she found her gospel book, or why, misguided, so much notice took. She had not heard of Codex 14b, which cast such doubt on the veracity of her rare gospel of the virtuous, and made its saving claims seem fatuous. Was ignorant of Bedouins finding text in caves, creating it mere sub-index of better, kinder teachings. Was her fuss redundant effort, time misused, and thus, instead of haste to make her goodness show, should she, a flame, have paused and questioned, so? Unnecessary was the frantic scrabble, avoiding being among the drowning rabble, investments in advertisement, in vain. For nothing was it that she feared the rain, believing wrongly hostile are the stars, that failure matters and from love debars, and her forgiveness doubted faithlessly, preferring condemnation's sting to see. Did she think every woman for herself, so scared of wasting on a moral shelf? Did she deem it was down alone to her, and to her shoulders burden would transfer? She tried to manufacture her salvation, not sensing it outside her own donation. Did she believe that she could gull the world, that every sinner from the island hurled by her would make, for her, a better case, discrediting all in the human race? In her desire to steal the moral crown, unpleasantness, in fact, is all she's shown. Unhappy modern Pharisee, you need not so have doubted love. It would have freed you from such driven, needless strife, and better suited you to peaceful life.